I flew into Rome yesterday to pick the boat up further down the coast. Today is our first port of call and we are in Sardinia. I'm out on a trip to a part of Sardinia I've not been to before, so it'll be quite interesting. This village is actually a beach resort, although it's up in the hills, and the church, as you can see, is quite modern. As you look down this hill, you can see right at the bottom the sea. It will be probably, although a long walk, easy to get down, but what a struggle to get back up again. Also known as the Pond of Cagliari, it is considered one of the most important wetlands in Europe and the largest on the islands. Home to numerous species of bird, fauna and flora. Pink flamingos come here in spring to nest and stay until autumn. It is one of the most sought after birds to watch and to photograph. Unfortunately, although we drove along that lower road, we were unable to stop it, but all the little white dots are the pink flamingos. Palermo is one of the largest cities in the Med and is now among the top tourist destinations in Italy and Europe. It's the main seat of the UNESCO World Heritage Site and is known for its cultural, artistic and economic reasons. Today I'm taking a hop-on, hop-off bus and train ride to get around as much as I can in a short time. This street is full of antique shops and bric-a-brac places. A market down there. Theatre Massimo, an opera house and company. It's dedicated to King Victorio Emmanuel II and is the largest theatre in Italy and one of the largest in Europe. Once again we're off and on to pastures new to find out what tomorrow will bring us. Malta has been moulded over the centuries of foreign rule by various powers, including the Phoenicians, Romans, Greeks, Arabs, Normans, Sicilians, French and the British. Rabat was part of Melita, the ancient Roman city 2,000 years ago. Later the Arabs named the fortified inner area Medina. The outer section was called Rabat, the Arab word for suburb. This is our stop for our lunchtime break before we travel on to our next port of call. Malta's largest fishing village, one of the very few remaining. The distinctive Maltese fishing boats are painted in primary colours, keeping a tradition dating back to the Phoenicians. Also, the Eye of Horus is painted on the front bow to protect the fishermen. I've not seen this many fishing boats together for a long time. Picturesque harbour. Unfortunately, the church is not open, so I'm unable to go in and have a look. Malta has had a turbulent history, but never more so than during World War II. Italian and German bombers attacked the Maltese islands in an attempt to demolish the British bases. The people were near starvation and even ammunition was running out. On the 15th of April 1942, King George VI awarded the George Cross to the people of Malta in appreciation for their heroism. The cross was incorporated into their flag in 1943. Malta became independent from Britain and joined the Commonwealth in 1964. It was declared a republic on December the 13th, 1974. And was admitted to the European Union in 2004. Valletta Harbour is vast. Government buildings, views of Valletta from on board. I had a very interesting and enjoyable holiday in Corfu in 2023. So this is just a little snippet of Corfu town. We're entering Kotor by the sea gate. Kotor was founded by the ancient Romans and since then has been occupied by various countries. Phoenicians, Turks, French, Austrian, and from 1929 to 2003 it was part of Yugoslavia. Much of the medieval fortifications remain, and the town's walls are about 3 miles. Clock Tower was built in 1602. Kotor is now a state-protected historical monument. In 1979, a major earthquake seriously damaged the town, but much of it has been restored. It's also designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We travelled to Dub on the outskirts of Kotor to the cable car. This is a view from the top. It takes about 11 minutes to get up here. Unfortunately, the gondola was too crowded for me to fill the journey up. It was constructed in a year and was opened in August 2023. The views are absolutely fantastic, but it's just not views up here. There's an amphitheatre, a museum, restaurants, and even a bobsleigh course. On the way down now, and these are these fantastic views. It certainly was worth waiting in the queue to get up here. yet another tour, and we've just stopped for a picture stop. The red roofs you can see down there are the walled towns of Dubrovnik. I've long wanted to visit Savtat. I've heard so much about it. So I'm going to have to make the very most of the short time that we've got here. It's certainly very picturesque. And it's very tranquil as well. I should think a holiday here would be very relaxing. As always, time is the essence when you're out on a day trip, and I'm not going to have time to find the beach to see what that's like. But it's certainly a very picturesque place. Final stop of the day. This folk ensemble was established in 1964 and is a cultural institution under the auspices of the city of Dubrovnik. It pays special attention to all the local music and folk dance. back on the Italian mainland now in Salerno. This is southeast of Naples and apparently a good stopping off point if you want to go along the Amalfi Coast. It was founded in the pre-Roman age, becoming a Roman colony in 197 BC. The buildings and the narrow streets are really interesting. I had a lovely coffee watching the world go by. This is said to be one of the most beautiful medieval churches in Italy. Built by the Normans in the 11th century, it was badly damaged in 1980's earthquake. Well, back on board and our final departure, ready for the journey home. Tomorrow we will be back in Rome and each one of us going our separate ways to our homes.